Hey guys, and welcome to another video. I'm going to be talking about this mouse here, which I think is an interesting piece of technology. I picked this up about 2 or 3 months back, mainly to use with my projector because the software is buggy and I wanted to use my laptop or desktop to use on the projector to project in my bedroom. And the main reason is because I couldn't use a mouse on my bedroom, so I picked this up to use. There are other uses, I think, for this, depending on your needs. If let's say you have some issues with your arm, or your arm gets fatigued, or because the traditional mouses can cause these type of issues. So stick around, I'll let you know what my experience is, and I'll actually start with a quick run through of what it looks like or how to use it, and then we'll actually do a real life test by copying and pasting and doing very few basic tasks. So starting with the trackball. So this is the trackball here, as you can see. You got on top here the trackball, a scroll wheel, very nice, very responsive. There's a feedback. It gives you a that clicky feedback whenever you're scrolling, so that's kind of nice. You have 2 more buttons on each side of the scroll wheel. One is the back button, so if I click on it, it goes back, and then one is the front button. So that's very useful as well. Below that, just below that, you have the multimedia buttons. So you got the play and pause in the middle, and then you got the skip back and forth here on the side, and then on the top and the bottom you have the volume control. Now on the side here, you have the power button. So this one here on top is the power button, and then below it you have the DPI controller, which basically lets you choose between 3 different speeds: 500, 1000 and 1500. And what that means simply is just the speed in which the cursor responds to the trackball, right? So 500 being the slowest and 1500 being the fastest. On top here you got the 2 more buttons. The one here on the bottom, okay, where your index rests comfortably or naturally, is your left click, and on top is your right click. Okay, so once again, this is your left and then this is your right. So let's just do a quick test here. You can see if I click here, there you go, there it is. Let me just adjust the camera. There you go. You can see this is the mouse or the scroll wheel. Okay, very responsive, very nice. Next, this is through I've opted for the Bluetooth version, so you can see it's connected here. Says 100%, and the way there's no charging option, the way you use it is using, I believe this is a AAA battery size, two AAAs, and they I haven't changed it. These are the first ones. This was almost three months back, and and it still says 100%. Now I doubt that it's actually 100%, just because maybe the software, the Windows, is not able to read or maybe the mouse itself is not displaying the correct readings. Now this is basically the basics. Let's go ahead and try something different. Let's do this now, the folder test. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna do some basic tasks. So I'm just gonna create a folder. So right click, new folder, there you go, there you go, that's it. Okay, let's say I want to move back. I would say it definitely takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes okay to use. I would say the most difficult part or the ones that takes you the most amount to get used to, is the right click of the mouse, because what you're essentially doing is you need to move your index finger up a little bit, which is, you can put some strain here on your, as you can see, you can put some strain on your, so that's something. I think it would have been a lot, not sure yet, I think it would have been a lot better if they had like the button, the right click here somewhere, you know, so that would have been, or maybe even here, you know, that would have been a little bit more comfortable. So yeah, there you go. Click here, move back, click a new one, folder, there you go. So these are the basic tasks. Cursor speed, I think in my opinion this is really important, because it basically makes the difference between being able to point at the folder, the item you wish to click or interact with, and you know, it makes a difference between the 2 or 3 seconds, either, you know, how quick it is you're able to select it, because if it's too quick you won't be able to do that, so you want it to be a little bit slow. However, if you're working on a big screen, this can be a problem, because if the cursor is slow, then it'll just introduce more fatigue, because basically what you have to do is you need to scroll several times before you actually reach your item. So like I said earlier, you have 3 options. So this is, I believe, yes, this is the slowest option, and then you have the second option, which is a little bit faster, and then you have the third option here, which is quite fast. Now the only problem is, you know, you can't have best of both worlds, unfortunately, because when it's too fast, it's good, because then you can move from one end of the screen to the other in just one sweep move. However, that introduces the precision issue, so you're not as precise in locating and selecting your items. For what it can do, it's a fantastic piece of technology. I think it can be very useful for a lot of people. I quite like the additional buttons here, the multimedia and all this kind of stuff. It's really useful. It deserves, in my opinion, it deserves a much better rating. I think 3.8 is too low. Perhaps people were not familiar on how to use it or whatnot, but I think overall it's a fantastic piece of technology. Let me know if you have any questions, if you'd like to know anything. I've been using it for almost every day, because I like watching things on my projector. So if you do have any questions or you want to ask me anything, put them down in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.